Flag drops and away they go towards the first of the 15 fences. Derksen, a noted front runner, straight into the lead under Tabitha Worsley. From Much Ado About Nothing, in company with Why-Lie 2 and 3. Why-Lie now 2 second. Why-Lie now going just clear of Derksen as they straighten on the far side. Why-Lie then and Derksen 1 and 2. Much Ado About Nothing races third. Then we've got Our Son racing in company with King's Walden on the outside and up in the box on the inner. Towards this one, then the stripes of Too Much Too Soon and Secret Legend bringing up the rear and just pecking a little bit at that one. The second of the 4 on the far side then. Why-Lie continues in front from Derksen. Why-Lie and Derksen then with way up in the box, and there is Secret Legend not jumping at all well at the moment. The rider having a fairly torrid time over those first 2. The 7 of them have gone on though, and Secret Legend now over the first 3 as the leading 7 are well on the way towards fence number, the next one, the last on the far side, the 4th of the 4 on the far side. The leading 7 safely over. Why-Lie and Derksen 1 and 2. Secret Legend in fact has been pulled up at that fence. The 7 runners then making their way right-handed down the bank with Why-Lie taking them along. Why-Lie and Derksen then 1 and 2. There's a gap then of 3 or 4 lengths to way up in the box, who races in third spot, just behind this one, or in fact vying for third place now. In the orange colours is Much Ado About Nothing. As they continue their way down the bank. Behind Much Ado About Nothing, we've got on the outside Our Son. Stripes on the inside and Too Much Too Soon. And King's Walden also towards the rear. This will be 2 from home next time round, and the 7 of them are safely over it then. Derksen then has now regained the lead, or just about. In fact, no, I've changed my mind. They're about vying for the lead. Derksen on the inside, Why-Lie on the outer. A better jump. In fact, Why-Lie has gone at that, so Derksen is now in the lead. Why-Lie, horse and rider both safely on their feet. Towards the judge with just over a second to go, Derksen and Tabitha Worsley then take them along. From in second spot, way up in the box. Then we've got on the inside, Too Much Too Soon in the stripes. Jumping in next is Our Son on the inside. On the outside of this one, Much Ado About Nothing, who's being pushed along. And then King's Walden also being pushed along in the rear in 6 spots. So 6 horses remaining in this race as they make their way up the bank. There's a loose horse just approaching the entrance of the course. Just be careful if you're standing there. The cross fence, the 6 of them are safely over that. Now they're swinging right-handed towards the 4 fences over on the far side of the track, with Derksen taking them along from way up in the box in second spot. And then in third place is Too Much Too Soon. 2 lengths back behind these to Our Son, who races 4th. A gap then of 7 or 8 lengths to Much Ado About Nothing, who is in 5th spot, and in 6th spot King's Walden, I think being pulled up by Jack Pull. Yeah, being pulled up at the moment by the rider. So 5 now remain as they make their way towards the second of the 4 on the far side, at which Derksen continues in front. Derksen and Tabitha Worsley then by 2 lengths from way up in the box, who races in second spot. Too Much Too Soon jumps it in third, and in 4th place Our Son, and it looks as if Much Ado About Nothing has also been pulled up at that fence. 4 remaining then as they make their way towards 3 from home, the last on the far side. Derksen leads them over it from Too Much Too Soon, who's now taken second spot. Behind this one to way up in the box, who races third, then a long gap to Our Son. The leading 3 are swinging right-handed to make their way down the bank and on towards the final 2 fences in this Robert Baskerville restricted race. And as they do so, it's Derksen who continues in front. Derksen from Too Much Too Soon as they make their way down the bank and way up in the box. These 3 a long way clear of Our Son, and this one the only remaining runner. Swinging right-handed then, and on towards the final 2, Derksen, who's led for most of the way, briefly headed at 1 point by Wildlife, comes to 2 from home, about 3 lengths clear of the field. Derksen jumps that nicely, not so good on the inside from Too Much Too Soon. Under pressure is way up in the box in 3rd spot. This is the final fence. Derksen and Tabitha Worsley come to it and land 5 or 6 lengths clear of the other 2. Way up in the box, going slowly in 3rd spot at the runners who run towards the line. Derksen's going to take this one. Derksen takes the 2.5 mile restricted.
Yes.
Too Much Too Soon is going to be next over the line, followed by Way Up in the Box, and I think these are going to be the only finishers. Our Sun was also pulled up round about the 2nd last.